Rochelle, ARM, the chip designer, is one of the few successful large British tech companies. We've had numbers from them today. How are they doing?
Yeah, they've reported numbers today for the past year, so 2014, and they're up double digits in both units shipped, revenues, and profits, so about between 13 to 16% up. So good results from them, and looking forward, they are predicting to have considerable or substantial growth going forward as well.
And their chip designs are used in the iPhones, is that right?
Yeah, that was part of what fed in there. So they're used in, they develop the overall architecture for the chips, and then they license it out to the semiconductors manufacturers themselves. So they're used in the iPhone 6, which gave it a bump, but they're also used in a lot of other mobile phones, everything from the low end to the high end, as well as tablets and mobile computing.
There's always some nervousness around ARM that at some point some of the big US chip companies or other competitors will start to eat into their market share, particularly in mobile where they're strong. Is there any sign of that happening at the moment?
Yeah, there's been some movement by Intel. They created a new chip, a Sophia chip, that they're looking to launch in the last couple of months and coming through the next sort of half year. And it seems like there has been some traction. They've also been working with a couple of Chinese semiconductor people who are currently ARM manufacturers and currently use ARM technology, but they're working together to look at providing Intel Sophia chips for tablets and mobile phones.
So then we have the strong performance on one side, but then this kind of growing competitive threat which might temper the investor enthusiasm towards ARM. How is the valuation looking at the moment? It's always been fairly highly rated.
Yeah, it's still fairly high. It's well north of 30 price to forward earnings, and I think that's where the concern comes in, or where the debate. Most people are quite bullish on the stock and see a lot of growth potential there, but it depends on how much of their revenues you think come from the mobile. We're seeing with mobile that the market is sort of, the growth is tailing off in mobiles, and the demand is also moving to sort of the cheaper, lower-end, mid-range models, iPhone 6 aside, of course. And so there is some concern that if that starts to fall off, that ARM, who get the royalties as a percentage of what the average selling price is, might see their revenues drop as well.
So concerns on the horizon. I guess ARM, like everybody else, will be looking forward to the next Apple product launch. Rochelle, thanks very much.